2 weeks in a row we have another constructor in the item shop, and it is prehistoric IZZA or IZZA. I don't know how you say it. IZZA, IZZA, depending on where you're from, I guess. But this is a new constructor, and what exactly does she do? But she looks great. I like the actual clothes as well on it. What does she do? Well, perks. While shield is depleted, it increases the armor by 100, and her abilities, we've got Going Constructor, which is the newest ability, Rosie, and Decoy. So my actual hero build is kind of, firstly, around trying to get her as much health and shield as possible and armor, while also trying to prioritize things like Rosie and Going Constructor as well, to try and make her as good as she could be using abilities and perks only. So we've got Preemptive Strike just for the initial first bit of damage. Then we've got Bomb Suit. Now these are a mix of 106 and 130 heroes. So we have Bomb Suit, which increases our armor by another 22. Survivalist, which every elimination we get health back. And here's our Rosie buff, so we're just getting an extra 25% Rosie damage. Knight's Impact to increase our hardware impact by 33%, and actuated attacks to increase our hardware damage by 17%. Now, I'm hoping this is quite a tanky build. That is why I have a slow field rather than an adrenaline rush. I was actually going to put Paleo Luna on here, but there's actually another dragon person coming out, so we can't actually use that team perk until we get our third, is it dragon or dinosaur hero, sorry. We need a third one till we can have that, but I'm not too sure. If we actually remove all shield, do we initially get that 100 armor? Because it says when shield is depleted, so it makes me think once your shield completely breaks, that is when you get that armor, not when you don't have shield. So we're going to get this into a mission and just see if she's actually any good. To the mission now. Straight away, I just want to take some damage and see this damage reduction with the armor we have. So let's just deliberately try and lose all of our shield and just see what this damage reduction from armor is like. That's quite good. That is actually quite good. I'm not really a fan of armor, but look how long it's actually taken them to melt through our health there. And one swing of this should wipe quite a lot of them out, and we'll be getting our health back. We actually seem to get our health back better than 1 damage per. I'm not sure. That is really good though. I don't really run armor on anything. I really don't. But this actually seems quite decent. Would I have it as a main? Maybe not so far. But that is quite useful. We need to have it in a proper mission where there's loads of husks attacking us, just to see just how useful it is. Now I am really liking that. Just compare the damage difference. Like, look at our shield. We took damage off that picture there. It's about what? 5-ish%, 5 to 10% damage from our shields. I didn't really catch the number there. But our health, we had around, what, 5, 6, 7 husks attacking us all at once. And we didn't take as much damage as we did with that picture, which is quite good. I mean, like, per hit, not like with all of them attacking it and just melting through the health. That is really good though. I am liking this. First impressions, I am really liking this. Again, encampments, let's try this. Come on. I'll deliberately take damage again at first. We'll try the Going Constructor as well. I want to see if it's actually good on a build that isn't, you know, primarily Going Constructor. Okay, let me use it. That is still pretty decent. Now look at our health. It is going down gradually, but that's because I'm deliberately taking damage as well. And I will easily get this back. Come on. What is this blue thing in my... There was something blue in my weapon list, whatever you call it. I don't know what that was, a rare weapon. Look, our health is going back up. We barely take damage with this. This is actually a really good build. Like a hero, if you struggle and you take a lot of damage, this could be fantastic for that. I remember with my Black Knight video, I said I would always prefer Going Constructor over Rosie, just because it feels more useful. You never really use Rosie at all, apart from destroying buildings. But look at this, Going Constructor, barely any damage to these walls now. But the only thing I like with Rosie is that you just melt through buildings. That's about it. It doesn't really seem to do enough damage for me against enemies. It's more of just a, I don't know, something to help you get a good path. Rosie, look at that. Rosie's good. We are getting that 20, I believe 27% damage buff. I don't know what it is, 25 I think. Oh, it's still bugged so we can't get off it. But these are the abilities of her. I would prefer Bull Rush rather than Rosie, because I think Bull Rush and Decoy, they are the two musts on any constructor. They are both so useful. Then again, it depends if you're playing as a attacking constructor or a defensive constructor. This hero seems more of a, I don't know what I'd call it, defensive or attacking. Really, I'm unsure. I think with the abilities, more of a defensive constructor. But let's get building around this and let's start the mission, because I really want to see when there's loads of husks attacking or enemies. I want a load of blasters as well. Just how well she actually holds up when we've got our drones up as well, constantly giving us health back. I've just started this and I believe we have an AFK down there, which is, I'm kind of used to it in Twine by now. Right, I want to get into just a load of husks and let them deliberately take damage. I might even need Survivalist Jonesy on this, if I'm honest. But I do like the whole concept of having a lot of armor. I was never a fan of armor, not even when Bomber Kyle or whatever he's called, Riot, I don't know what the name is. You know what I mean, the Riot Shield Kyle, whatever he is. But yeah, I wasn't a fan even with that. It does increase your armor by like 66 overall. But I'm not sure if armor actually stacks onto your shield. I think it's just on health. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure it's just on health with armor. I don't know why it'd be on shield. But I do like it. I actually really like it. I want to take more damage. Let me just stay in the bees. Deliberately taking this damage. Now look how little health damage I'm taking. That is absolutely nothing. Let's just wipe these guys out. We pretty much get most of our health back from that. Same with him. 2 elimination, pretty much 1 elimination from 1 hit is getting all that health back. With the survivalist on here as well. Which is absolutely amazing. And you don't even have to do that either. You can just put 1 drone up like so. And you're getting the health back from survivalist. It's so strange. I never thought I'd start perking up armor heroes. Would I put this on a build though? Like, if I had it in a support, you're obviously only getting, I think, 33% or 33 armor rather than 100 armor. But still, armor is armor. It's basically damage resistance. I'm not sure why they changed damage resistance to armor, because damage resistance is kind of a self-explanatory thing. Armor does get confusing with some people. Like myself, I don't know if it's on shield or health. I want to take a hit from a smasher actually. Hopefully no one attacks a smasher. Come on, hit me. I really want to take health damage from a smasher. No, he's gone. Again though, just look at this. If I survive this, there we go. It's barely any damage you're taking. We're taking what, around 7,000 damage per hit. You combine that with loads of enemies together, if they let me get hit. Even the bees, you take barely any damage from the bees. That's around 3,000 damage per hit. That is great. And then you can just throw this turret up. Let's see my health. Health is, it's kind of balanced. If I'm studying bees while this drone constantly gets eliminations, I think it's going ever so slightly higher because of this damage resistance and survivalist Jonesy. That's actually really good. I'm actually getting a tiny bit more health. I'm gaining more health than I'm actually losing. That's pretty neat, that. I would like to try it with, and maybe I'll redo it, like the whole dinosaur set when we get more dinosaur heroes, to make them super tankier. I'd like to see if you, because you do double your health, but you lose all your shields, but that'd be really good if you can keep the armor. I know this is, like I said though, shield depleted. To me, that sounds like your shields have to be broken for it to activate. Then again though, it could just be the way they've worded it, and it's just once you take health damage, that's your armor anyway. But who knows? I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out then. Have to wait and find out. I would use Rosie in this video as well. The only annoying thing with Rosie is you have to use all 150 ammo before you can actually get off it, and it's just too time consuming. Right, let's try going Constructor again. I just thought as well, like, the amount of damage reduction you can actually... This is a really, really tanky hero. Super tanky hero. I don't know why I actually use going Constructor here. Nothing's actually spawned. Gonna be a complete waste of the whole ability. But this is a really tanky hero. Combining it with that... What is he called? Let's just call it the ability. It's Bomb Suit. Yeah, you do get more armor. I'd like to try them the other way around, but where you have Bomb Squad as your main, Bomb Squad Plus, and whatever this is called, Prehistoric and Hide as your support. But I do feel like this will be better. Actually, going by the description, I do think you have armor on your shields as well. So I still think this is better for once your shields are broken, because they do regenerate anyway. Yeah, I think this would be a lot better. Right, we've got a mini boss down here. Ah, Smasher. Right, let's deliberately take damage off the Smasher. Ricochet as well. Actually, that's a really good chance to test the Ricochet with our health. See how... Look at the damage reduction on the Ricochet. That is fantastic. We still take some damage, but it's not a lot. That is really good. Because on Ricochet heroes, it's always good to use either abilities or melee weapons, or traps as well. However, that was still really good. We still took damage, but not too much. That it was, oh, I've got to stop using this weapon. I've got to start using melee. So you could probably just get through a whole Ricochet mini-boss using a regular weapon. No melees, no abilities. That's really cool. Again, just getting all our health back from eliminating these guys. Yeah, armor is... Yeah, I do like the armor on this. But I don't know, I don't feel like armor is clear enough in the game. Like, you can get 100, then you can get, what, 66 off Bomber guy. Bomber Kyle. I don't know, I feel like... I feel like it's something like crit rating, you know, but it's more hidden than crit rating. It's like, say if you have, I don't know, you put 10 armor on, you're getting... I don't know, say if you put 10 armor on, you're getting 5% armor. And then say if you put 20 armor on, you're getting something like 7% armor. If that makes sense though, it's kind of like how crit rating works. If you're the higher crit rating you're putting on of the perk, the less actual crit chance you're getting. You're still getting some crit chance, but it's less and less each time. But I think by 0.5%. Still really good though. Oh, I need to test more Taker. If I can try and keep this Taker alive. No, he's going to die to my turrets. I can keep boxing it in. Come on, let me box it in. Yeah, look at the damage you're taking from the Taker. It's nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's around what? I can't really tell. Because I'm getting my survivalist as well. Look at that. You can just stall Takers like this. You take barely any damage. And then my health is coming back as well because of the sentry turret, whatever it's called out here, constantly giving me health back. This is a really good tanky hero. So overall, I actually really liked her a lot more than I initially thought I would, because it's just armor. But I was thinking, especially when you get that dinosaur perk, whatever it is, where you lose all your shields, you gain double health. Say if you go into a super high twine mission, I don't know, like power 151, those 4 players, you get a health boost as well. Just think of all that damage reduction you're getting with this similar build like this. You have Survivalist on, you have Bomber Squad Kyle, whatever he's called. You have her on, getting all that damage reduction from the armor. I think that could be super tanky, like incredibly well. I rarely think you'll go down. You could even still put Adrenaline Rush in there, so there's even less chance of you going down. But we pretty much reduced all incoming damage by massive amounts. Really, like the Taker as well. Usually Takers do quite a lot of damage. It didn't do the swing attack on me, or swoop attack, whatever it's called. But even it's just melee attacks were doing pretty much nothing. And the bees as well, we were getting more health back faster than we were losing health, just because we had that survivalist on here as well. So this build, but mostly this hero, is a very good one. I do think people will quite like it in the higher missions, just because of all that damage reduction. So I am actually going to leave this here. Let me know what you guys thought. And as always, thank you for watching.